Hello students, here we are going to learn about operating system lab. So coming to this operating system lab, here I am displaying the operating system lab programs. So in this lab programs, first we'll be learning about part A programs, in which we are going to learn about C programming, which we have already learned. So coming to C programming, the first program is develop a program to solve a simple calculator by using some arithmetic expressions. And here we should not use any of the built-in math function as well. So uh, we are going to run all these programs in Linux platform, as our complete part B programs are based on Linux. So before we proceed, I'll share the lab manual here. This is the lab manual which we have. So coming to this lab manual, the first program we have is, first we need to write the algorithm for each and every program. This is the algorithm. This is how we need to write the algorithm for our program. Algorithm is nothing but it is a finite set of instructions. If we are accomplishing those, we are going to perform some of the task. So after writing the algorithm, we need to draw the flow chart by using the symbols what we need to use for drawing a flowchart. So this is what we have the program here. So before I proceed, as everybody knows, like how to write a C program. So the first line we need to write the preprocessor directives, that is nothing but the header files which we are going to include in the starting of our program. Always whenever we start with the C programming, we are always starting with the header files, that is hash include stdio.h. Stdio.h is nothing but standard input output function. If we include that function, we can use inbuilt functions. So as we are using this printf scanf in our program, the code for that will be written in that particular header file, because of which we need to include that in the starting of our program. After that, we are writing the main method. After writing the main method, we need to first declare whatever the variables we require. We need to declare that in the starting lines. So for this simple commercial calculator, we require two numbers for performing any of the operation. For that, I have taken num1 and num2, two variables for storing the two number values. After that, I have taken a floating kind result that I am initializing to 0 initially. Why I have taken floating point? Because for few of the operations, we may get the resultant in decimal kind of thing, because of which I have declared that as by using the data type float. And I have taken a character kind of data type, and I have taken a ch, which I took to pass in the switch case. So after initializing all the variables here, we need to ask the user to enter the operation to perform. Whenever we write this printf statement, it will print, we need to choose any one of the operation from this given operations. Whatever given here, these are the different arithmetic operators we have. From that, the user needs to choose one operator. After that, once the user clicked that particular operation, we need to read which operation the user have been clicked. For that, we are writing a scanf statement to read that particular operation, whatever the user have entered. After that, we are again writing a printf statement for asking the user to enter the first value. After that, we are reading that value by writing the scanf statement. Then after, in the similar way, we are going to ask the second value in a printf statement. After that, we are going to read that second value by using the scanf statement. As there are many of the arithmetic operators here, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus, we can take one switch case, inside which we can write the different cases, like I have written here. So case plus, so in case plus, I have taken result equals to num1 plus num2. So whatever the number the user is entering, number 1 plus number 2, that it will do, and it will store that particular calculated value in this particular result kind of variable, and it is breaking the particular case plus. In the similar way, parallelly for case minus, case multiplication, case division, and case modulus, we need to write the code for each and everything. After writing that, we need to write one printf statement for printing the result. This printf statement can be written in any of the way. You can either write you can either write like printf directly just percentile d comma, where we are storing the result, that particular result we can write. We are storing the result in the result kind of data type. Even we can write this much so that our output will be printed. If we write this much is also enough. But the way we are writing here, that should be understandable even by the user, because of which we should write in a proper way. So even you can write that, even we can write this as printf. So whatever we are writing here, result colon, just we can write percentile d close comma result, where it is stored. Even we can write like this. If we write like this, our result will be printed as result equals to result colon will get some value, that is some 2 plus 2 if I am doing will get the value as 4.000. This is how we are going to work with this particular thing. So if I go up to the program, our program always starts with the main method. It will ask the user to enter two numbers. After that, the user will give the two numbers. The user will give first, it will ask to give one, choose one operation. So the user is choosing plus operation. Once the user have choose plus operation, it will ask us to enter of number one. I'm giving number one as 4. Then it will ask you to enter number two. Number two, if I give 5, then you will get the answer as result. Then whenever the number one and number two are given, it will go to case plus. It will calculate the result here. Then it will display that equals to 4 plus 5, that equals to 9.000. This is how we are going to get the result, because whatever we have given the printf statement in that, the result is given in this particular format. So in this particular format, you can see here in the program. So here it is given that result equals to percentile D, percentile C. First percentile D is for the number one. Percentile C is for the operation what the user have selected. Percentile D is for second number, and the percentile F is for result. As the result we have declared in the starting with the float data type, because of which we need to use the percentile D access specifier. This is how, and while coming to running of the program, we are using the VMware workstation. So this is how we are going to work. As everybody knows, there is an username called CSC and the password is CSC123. Once we are logging to our system, I have already created a folder. So before we start, everybody knows how to create your own directory. First, we need to go to applications, then we need to go to system tools, then we need to go to terminal. Once we go to the terminal, the command to create the directory is mkdir space your own name. Your own name. I'm giving OS, enter. The OS directory have been created. If we want to move to that particular directory, we should give cd space OS. So that cd space capital OS, so that now we are into the OS directory. This is how, if we want to check that particular directory, you can go to CSC homepage. Here you can see that particular directory have been created. So already I have created a folder in which I have already written the week 1 program. This is our week 1 program which we have. So same program, whatever is there in the manual, I have written same program. So after writing the same program, how to run that program? My program is in Neha folder. In that, our program name is week1.c. So we should go to application system tool terminal. First I should go to the folder where I have saved my program. To moving to that particular folder, first we should write cd space the folder name. Once we are into that particular folder, then we can compile that particular program. If you want to check what are the things under that particular folder, you can just click ls, enter. These are all the things which are there under that particular program. So now I am compiling the program. For compiling of the program, we have the command called cc space week1.c. So if we have any week 1 w is small, so cc space week1.c. So if you have any errors, the errors will be displayed, or if you get any of the warning message, you can ignore that particular warning message and you can proceed to run your program. For running your program, the command is ./a.out. Once we give this, it is asking us to enter the operations to perform. You can enter any of the operation from this particular operation, whichever mentioned here. I'm entering star multiplication. When I press enter, it will ask you enter the first number. So I'm entering the first number as some 20. Then it will ask you to enter the second number. I'm entering 30. It will display result equals to 20 into 30. It will display that particular result. So this is how we are going to run. Let me try with some other operation. So I'm running the program directly as it is compiled already. So I'm giving the addition operator. Next, I'm giving the value 1 as 12, value 2 as 13. So I'm getting the result equals to 25.000. So it is doing the subtraction addition of 12 plus 13 and it is displaying that particular result. This is how we are going to run the program in the Linux, and this is what your first program is. Hope everybody understood the program. Thank you.